Hey guys, it's time for Weekend Hangover.
Oh, you're keeping it nice and quiet for our guest because he
Jason
doesn't
Waters
like it
on
when you yell.
today. He's going to tell us all about really good starts. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Oh my god.
And we're starting.
Oh yeah, the Weekend Hangover, dude. This is like what 45 episodes of this crap.
I know, dude, this is insane.
That's crazy. And our guest Jason Waters is on tonight, and that guy. I don't. How many races you have to do? Like 15 last weekend.
Yeah, I think every class out there, I think they had me in. I think they were just pulling me off a motorcycle and set me on one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Baggers, hooligans, stock thousands, super. Like you're one in each class or something, right?
Yeah. I figured I might get lucky at some point in time and something go in my favor. So I figured
you gotta get those reps in.
I'm trying to figure out how to get in the the women's class too. So I'm trying to figure that
out. Well, you can come out here to California, they'll probably tell you.
They'll show me the way, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we got Jason Waters. He was racing Stock 1000, Hooligans, and Superbike Cup last weekend. But we'll go ahead and get into the international motorcycle racing. We had a Grand Prix in Austria. Yeah, the RedBull Ring. So that was pretty awesome. We had a long winter break or a summer break, and they're ready to hit the pavement. And of course, we have our Kristen Daniel.
I got a healthy. I'll just kind of show you guys. I'm not gonna like read it or anything. I'm just gonna show you the novella I got on WhatsApp from them guys. Dude, it's like, oh my goodness, like it's
he got
it's a lot. It's a lot.
Christian got a podium in Red Bull Rookies Cup, which is amazing, and then he got a 5th place in the second race.
The thing is, are we gonna just start with the Red Bull deal?
Yeah,
let's start with Rookies Cup, dude. First of all, anybody that's been watching Rookies Cup has seen that Christian's definitely made a step this year. We keep thinking he's gonna pull a win off at some point, and wouldn't be surprised if he does the second half of the season. But this weekend, dude, he was like he had pace, dude.
Yeah.
And race 1, the thing was raining and stuff, and he had this excited look on his face. It's sort of like I guess Jake and our guy, Bobby Fong have on our team when it rains, right? Like that kid is fired up when it's raining. Yeah. So just real quick, he's talking about the quick start procedure. He qualified 5th, right? Basically he passed both the guys that he was battling with, ended up 3rd, and he put about a 4-second gap on the guy that in 4th. So he ended up finishing race 1 and 3rd. He's got lots of concentration, and he did put in the 2nd fastest lap of the race for race 1. And then race 2, this opposite, full dry, and he's right there. He made some pretty good passes. He got into a 7-rider battle. Found himself up to 3rd at some point, leading that giant pack of like 8 dudes. And on the last lap, he just got smoked from the draft and stuff, and finished 5th. So
yeah, it's going to take time, man, because that's a tactical. It's so tactical when it comes to Moto3. The little bikes with the draft.
Yeah.
But Jason, do you get excited when it starts raining?
No, not really. It's funny. I'm not really a fan of the rain, but for some reason I seem to do pretty well in it. I qualified 3rd last year in the rain, and I'm like, my team's like, you did awesome. I'm like, what are you talking about? They're like, you're 3rd. I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, I felt like I was out there just like with my blinker on and stuff. But it's like
you're like on the morning commute to work.
Yeah, that's what we're telling. It was like we're like riding a motorcycle to work or something. It's funny. It's like, I think that's the way you got to ride it, though. So I don't know a lot about the Rookies Cup stuff, but I did see that kid he got like a 3rd and stuff like that. I think I've seen like a documentary or something. his family and all that moved over there and made a pretty big jump commitment.
Oh yeah,
sold everything off to do that. I think that's pretty
dude.
awesome.
I've
Pretty
known
good
them the whole time. I mean, the kid was
Yeah.
like on the mini bike thing out here before they moved, and it was a big deal for them to move to Spain. And Christian Senior was like, "Look, we got to take the kid overseas because there's nowhere for him to race here." And that's part of the thing that Hopper and Tyler O'Hara and Hawk Mazada, they've been kind of working on that project with the little bikes and that sort of thing. And I think in one of the things I did, podcast or whatever with Hopper, he was like, "Dude, we're just doing this so these kids don't have to be like that guy." And he points over at Christian because he was out here at the time. And he's like, so guys like that don't have to move to Spain. So,
Yeah.
And that's a real thing. You look at the way Christian rides and stuff. I mean, he was out here in the wintertime riding around, and I mean, it's like the way the kid rides and the way he puts a lap together is not like the kids here. Like he's all like, I mean, he's like, I guess they practice doing donuts while dragging their elbow. Like it's freaking weird.
Yeah.
But
That's
it's
Jorge's
pretty
dad.
epic to see.
Jorge's dad, Chicho, does all that stuff. That's what they were doing with him. If you ever watched the old documentaries like Fastest or whatever, they got Jorge's, riding around with his elbow dragging on the ground on a little mini bike. And that's all he did. Just doing donuts, learning how to slide the bike and get things out of control. So, well, that's awesome.
He's been messing around. Christian, like in between races, there's been quite a few videos of him dicking around on like a Honda 600 at a go-kart track. Like the things that those guys over there are doing, the intensity level. I mean, it's not easy. You hear about our guys going over there. They're like, guys here that are dominating in certain, like Superbike class or whatever. And they're, people automatically think that those people are going to go overseas, World Superbike or whatever, and dominate. And quite frankly, it's just not the case. I mean, over there, it's another level.
I think some of it's a little. You see some of them guys come over too that do really well over there and struggle over here a little bit. I think the tracks are a lot different too, right? So, I mean, obviously those guys are a whole nother level. Like anybody that talks about it, like they talk about like Supercross. It's like MotoGP is like Supercross, right? Supercross is a big thing here, and everybody wants to come race Supercross. MotoGP is like, all that's at a different level,
Yeah, and the guys that come from MXGP try to come over and race motocross, like Jorge Prado and those guys, and they don't do very well. And Supercross is like a whole different ball game. So,
and I've always heard people say like it's just the way the tracks are; they're just different. So, and I'm sure it's the same way with the road racing a little bit. And I think those tracks over there, I watch that stuff on my fan also. So it's like there's so much runoff room. So it's like you can go to me, it seems like those guys can just bomb it in a corner. And like, if you blow it, like no big deal, you're not destroying your motorcycle. Right. And so I think that,
I think they're braking different. I mean, if you watch them, the way they brake is quite different. The way they scrap, I guess, is quite different as well. And then also, if you look at the overall pace, I mean, our guys, even our fastest guys, will go out and roll. They'll put down some flyers and stuff, and then then the pace kind of settles, and it pretty much settles until maybe the last couple laps scrap.
Yeah, about a second or so.
But over there, dude, it's like in your face, slicing throats, cutting necks the whole time, lap record pace at the end. I mean, it's a whole nother deal. It's not like time for a breather. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They hit the ground running every single lap they're out there.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like our top 3 guys, but there's like 25 of them.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So Moto3, not really.
Don't care.
Yeah, sadly.
Is it bad to this is our show? We talk about motorbike racing and stuff, but dude, it's like that racing Moto3 stuff and Rookies Cup are quite similar. And because I know Christian, like I'm more interested in rookies than the Moto3 championship. And the racing is good, it's always good, but man, don't have the time to.
Only reason I watched was Moto3 was because of Pedro Acosta. There was such a around him, and everybody's like, dude's coming from last
when Aaron Canet, right?
Yeah.
When Aaron Canet was in it, and Juan Mir was in it.
Yeah, those guys, and Jack Miller and
dude.
Alex Marquez, when they were battling back and forth, that was
dude.
So now it's just kind of like.
So you watched Moto3, but you didn't watch Moto2.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
You didn't watch Moto3? Okay, good. But you didn't watch Moto2 either.
No,
I'm just ratting you out.
I know you're ratting me out. I didn't watch.
You guys, make sure you give Ricky Bobby shit for not watching Moto2 because we do have an American in there.
True story.
He didn't do so well this
No.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with Joe at Austria, but I'm sure he wrote about it somewhere.
But so fill us in on the stories of Moto2, Dustin, since you were calling.
Since I actually watched it. Yeah, dude. I'm okay. So let me take a look at my notes. Okay, so dude, right off the start, Joe Roberts and Jake Dixon got together and they had to go through that weird chicane deal.
Oh yeah.
So that was kind of gnarly. And then right after that,
somebody crashed or something, right?
Aquis or whatever, or Aguis.
It's an Aegis.
Yeah, that dude.
He crashed.
Gnarly crash, like right after the start.
Oh wow.
And pretty much the race, I mean, with a little bit of Alonso in there until he chucked it away, was Moriera and Holgado.
Oh
yeah.
Where was Manuel Gonzalez?
The announcer guys were talking about how
Radiator.
Yeah. They were talking about how Moriera will be seen on a MotoGP bike at some point in the future.
Yep.
So, I mean, that to me is the big storyline. I mean, truthfully, Aaron Canet, like he's a factor in the championship, but dude, he was in the way back, like 10th.
Well, he just signed a 2-year deal with Mark VDS.
Yeah.
So I was bummed because I really wanted to see him go to World Superbike. To be totally honest, I thought that would have been a good play for him, but
yeah,
those guys just have it in their head they got to stay in Moto2 because that's where they need to be. But who knows what
tough class, man. That class is tough.
Right. And the thing is, like, if you look at the guys at the front, and even the guys in the back, some of the guys in the way back, even they've been on the box. A lot of front runners in that class, and you never know how it's going to throw down. And those guys end up, one weekend they're on their face, and the next weekend they're popping champagne. So.
Yeah, because Diego and they're rookies, and they're talking about Diego being on a Honda. So
right.
Yeah, I mean, the rookies stepped up this past. They've been stepping up here lately.
Yeah, dude.
Alonso I think he outrode his bike a little bit. He kind of cooked his tires and then lost the front. So I watched a little bit of it.
But that Diego guy, like, winning that race, man, he's definitely closing the gap to the championship. I think he's like 25 points out or something now.
Yeah, because he crashed out at Sachsenring,
right,
and then lost.
Let me take a drink of my Doritos. Just
did you get that from? Did you get that from Will Posse?
Dude, they don't have the glass bottles there.
That's funny.
But they did, dude. They brought a case over of lime to our pit, so that's kind of cool.
I'm surprised I haven't seen a commercial with my son in it with Posse holding him with the Doritos bottle. He's like taking my kid around trying to gain some sponsorship.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Good old Will. But yeah, so we're moving on to the GP race. I think.
Did you actually watch that one, Bob?
Or I rode my spin bike the whole time for an hour watching the race. So
the Mark Marquez show, y'all mean?
Yeah, the Mark Marquez show, man.
Like,
I was.
did we talk about that? We talked about that at the beginning of the season, right? Like, who do we think is going to beat that guy? And the only guy that we could come up with was him.
Yeah.
It's like that dude is just like absolutely unstoppable, man. Like,
he just sits there. He like his brother's going good. He just sits right there, and you just know he's just sitting on him. And then he's like, "All right, I'm gonna go now."
Yeah.
Which has never been his thing.
Yeah.
He's always had to lead from the front every time. He always has to lead from the front, and now he kind of doesn't do that anymore, which is crazy.
I think he's just
and we started
everybody.
this weekend off without captain qualifier, so I'm pretty sure nobody noticed or cared. But yeah, Vinales was out. Anybody noticed?
Oh, I knew that. I mean,
you did? Oh,
yeah.
I don't think the results noticed. It's about the same.
I mean, he's been up there. Okay. It's just,
yeah.
He had a bad couple rounds, but he was.
My watch is accurate. My watch with no battery is accurate twice a day too. So,
yeah.
I mean, dude, no, that guy sucks. Like, they should dump out these shit riders out of GP and hire the new guys. You know what I mean? Like, people that are actually hungry and not there to take checks. I don't know.
Well, they didn't. They offered Bastianini money to go to World Superbike, or they offered Vinales money to go to World Superbike, and they wouldn't take it.
Oh, it's beneath them.
Yeah.
Then you know what? They should sit on the couch then. Yep.
Well, we've been making bets on guys, like what lap certain guys are going to crash out at this point. Mark Marquez has made it pretty boring, so we're like, let's change this up a bit. Let's make bets on.
Like, is Morbidelli going to be in the top 5, or is he going to be in the top 15,
or is he going to crash,
or is he going to be on his face? How many laps is? Yeah, but then then you see greatness, right? You see brilliance, like Bezecchi's qualifying effort, and he had scrap, dude. Bezecchi had scrap in the sprint.
That pass back when he got past Marquez and he threw it in, on the left-hander, I was like, yes, because I was cheering. I was like, come on, dude, you got to throw it back in there, and he did, and then it didn't last very long, but like that bike is coming along way better than what we thought about earlier on, and he's been the consistent number 2 guy other than the Saxon ring.
Yeah.
So.
But I mean, it's pretty much the Marquez show. I mean, it's Marquez and then everyone else. And, every round, maybe a rider or two will get a sniff, right? And this weekend, it was it
Fermin?
Huh?
Fermin Aldeguer.
Aldeguer. There you go. Yeah, it's like Aldeguer. I was like Al something. Yeah, Aldeguer. Like, that dude was coming, man. He was coming.
Yeah.
It looked like he might have run down. Did he run down Alex Marquez at the end?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
No, Alex was in the back. He ran down Mark.
Oh, that's right. No, he ran down Mark.
Yeah. Alex had a long lap penalty, I think.
He ran. Yeah. That's right. And then he ran down. And then Bagnaia. Like, what's going on with Bagnaia, dude? Like, that guy on the same bike is just getting smoked.
Confidence is gone. He's
yeah, dude.
Mark's
he just forgot he forgot how to ride at the front again.
I don't know. His sprint race was bad too.
Yeah.
That start, I think he
peeled out off the start.
Well, it looks like every time
he's got to go on the red light.
No,
Oh, is that what it was? Because 2 riders did it.
Yeah, a lot of the problem is the tear-offs are flying around and getting stuck right underneath the tire in there, slipping away. So, it was Bezecchi did say that there was something wrong with his bike towards the end of the race, which is why he wasn't able to stick there. So, we don't know for sure, but that's what he said. And then, I think Fermin, he's just getting more and more confident. That dude is not shy about chucking a bike. So
he's not shy about chucking a bike down the road.
Nope. Nope. That dude rides his ass off, and if you're watching the Moto 2 on the Speed Up Bike, he was riding the wheels off that thing.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's true.
Once he gets the confidence and that he could ride hard on those bikes, he's going to go fast. And he saved his tire, and he was running a second a lap faster, or half a second a lap faster on those last couple laps. And,
yeah.
But, Skip's on. Why
like, should we do, before we jump into MotoAmerica, should we say hi to some of the people that we see in the chat? Because I do.
Yeah, for sure.
Skipper Chance there in the chat. I see Righty.
Skipper.
Andrew.
Like Skippy Chance.
Traxel, that dude.
Yeah, Traxel.
He's asking why Bobby's bald. Like, anybody is shocked that. Oh, it's because you usually wear a ball cap, right?
Well, no, because I got my hair cut at the base yesterday before my flight, and
it's an impressive shine, dude. Like,
I said half guard, and she just went to town, so that's what I got.
Right on. I did see Chunky Buns in the chat as well.
What?
Yeah, dude, Chunky Buns is in the chat. No more need to do a wellness check on that one.
Yep.
She's in here.
We got Sunny Kim. That's a new person.
I see Summers as well.
Yep, Sean Summers. What's up, dude?
Yeah, good amount of cat goons in there doing their thing.
Yep, we got Smith Shot Racing. What's up, Chris?
Dude, Smith Shot Racing, he had a question earlier, and he said that he didn't know how true it was, but that he heard that every kid that's ever podiumed in Rookies Cup eventually made it to at least one GP start. I don't know. I don't think Ben Snyder made it to Grand Prix. I don't think he made it to MotoGP, did he?
Did any of our guys podium in Rookies and JD podium in Rookies Cup?
Yeah, that's true as well. I don't believe JD Beach or Jake Gagne or Hayden Gillum or Bryce Prince made it to GP. So clearing that up for you, Smitty. Sorry about that. Yeah.
Right. Well, let's dive in.
Are we going to talk MotoAmerica? I mean, should we start off with Jason's stuff, or should we talk about other classes first?
Well, first off, please introduce yourself and how you got started riding. People don't know that you are a pretty stellar motocrosser, so I think people want to hear from you. So
that's way back. I don't even remember that part of my life anymore. So raced motocross my whole life. Done all the amateur stuff, chased all that stuff, did Loretta's, did Mini-O's, was pretty successful. Got a lot of injuries, broke femurs, legs, about every bone in my body racing motocross. And then, so just chased all that. I did that forever. And then, just picked up road racing. My dad actually road raced a long time ago. Back when I was yay tall. And so he always wanted me to road race. He got me into motocross because we were a motorcycle family. And so we were doing that. And so he got me into motocross because that was the only thing that was competitive for kids, And so we were doing that. And then I didn't really get heavily into it until I got into my teens and could take myself and stuff a good bit too. Like he did a good job taking me and stuff like that. But I really started picking it up when I was taking myself and going with buddies and stuff like that, and just kind of really dove into it. But just kind of chased that for a long time, and then got into road racing not long ago, and at an older age. But my dad was always wanting me to get me into road racing, go road racing, go road racing. I was like, man, I really love this motocross stuff. I was chasing that, and now doing road racing, I'm like, shit, man, maybe I should have done this a lot longer, I finished podium and Mini-O's and stuff like that. So I've had somewhat success in motocross. I wasn't too bad. I mean, that's a very hard sport to be in for sure. So it's hard on your body, and the competition's deep for sure. But I've been racing my entire life. It's just all I know. So it's like one of those things you you don't know what to do if you're not doing it. You know what I mean? So it's like
Right.
that's kind of your resistance is going to the racetrack in some shape or form. And so that's what I've been doing. So that is kind of the backstory about my racing stuff in a very condensed long racing career.
The Cliff Notes.
The Cliff Notes.
It's like the Cliff Notes. Yeah. So I mean,
Nice.
I've won the championships and all that stuff, and motocross and all that stuff, chasing all that stuff, but it's not. It's one of those things you're just yay, and then you move on. So.
Was it Jesse that you met at the motocross track that got you into road racing, or like to get you back into it?
No, I was still kind of riding motorcycles. I was racing motocross still, and just Jesse kind of got a motocross bike, and he was talking about road racing, and it really kind of started like he kind of was like trash talking me. He was kind of shit talking me. He was like, "Oh, wait, till you get a road race bike, and we'll see what you can do on that." And I was like, me and my cousin were like, they've always rode street bikes and all that stuff, and I had like a street bike like once when I like broke my arm or something. I was like, oh, I'm gonna buy a street bike, and I had it. I rode it on. I maybe put like 1,000 miles on the thing and then sold it. So I never really did any road riding or anything. And then we went and got 2 R1s, and I went down to Jennings, and we went down there road, and I had a blast doing it. We had all these people like coming up to us going like, who are y'all? Like, where are y'all? Like, and I was like, what are you talking about? They're like, I'm like, this is my first track day. They're like, what? And I'm like, I was like, I'm just having a good time, man. So then after that can happen, I was like, this is a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it, and it wasn't, I didn't like, even like I have a motocross track on my property. It's like growing up with trees and stuff on it. Like ever since I got into road racing, that part of my brain 110% shut off. Like I just went straight into road racing because it was like new and it was exciting and there was no expectations. It was just go and have a good time and just try to improve. And so that's what we were doing. And kind of progressed pretty fast, and I thought, it was pretty awesome, and I enjoyed the learning curve of it. And I still every time I ride, I'm learning stuff and trying to figure it out. I tell people that ask me about it, I'm like, they're like, what's the difference? I'm like, well, the difference is like you can't make up time in one corner. You got to chip away at it. Like I made a lot of mistakes racing at the beginning because I just send it trying to make up time like you could on a motocross bike. Like you can send it in a corner and make up some time. With a road race bike, you got to be methodical about it. You got to so I've kind of learned that. And so
seems like there's a certain guy in Superbike that learned that this weekend. No, actually maybe a couple guys in Superbike learned that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that leads me into like I've known you for quite a while, and you finished 7th in Super Hooligans in the first Triumph, which was it was awesome to see. I was really stoked about it. It's all that
you were first Triumph.
Yeah.
No shit. Like, so he beat up on Debrino?
Yeah.
What? Sorry, Debrino.
I don't know if that's sarcasm or not.
No, I'm friends with Debrino, man.
Debrino's a good dude for sure.
Dude, he sends it too. Man.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool. We were top non-Harley there for a while, and really I had it all the way up to this last round, and then Don showed back up and put the smoke to us on all of us on the triples. So he made up a bunch of points in one round. So he kind of chunked me out of that, but I was happy to be top Triumph. I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, honestly, the hooligan thing, not to take anything away from the hooligan, and the hooligan got rolling, and didn't like me saying this, I don't think, because I was like, this was kind of a secondary class for me because I've always been on the Beamer, and so I did it because I knew we were going to go out west and I wanted to do all the rounds. So I was like, hey, the hooligans are going out west, so just give me more track time because I don't know these tracks. And so that was really the thought behind it. And then we went to Daytona, and I was like, oh shit, I'm kind of competitive. Like, so it was funny because Thermos Man, I know y'all know Thermos Man, and so he was like, we got like to the second round of Atlanta, and we're still doing good. And he's like, I thought this was supposed to be just fun. I thought this was just supposed to be fun. I'm like, well, but now we're in the points.
I thought this was supposed to be fun.
Yeah. He's like, you're taking this too serious. So it was cool. I mean, I'm pumped to finish top 7 in that class. Being the top triumph, I think that's cool. And Andy's no slouch for sure. So to be able to be competitive with him, and really everybody in the class is stout. I mean, there's big names in that class. So to be, you know, in that mix, that I'm proud of that. You know.
Yeah, the race at Laguna was really cool to watch.
I kind of like that Hooligans class. I think it's exciting. I like the mixture of the bikes. I think they might need to work on the balancing a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think it's great. The most thing I think that's great is that particular class, it was like a winner takes all championship weekend for those guys. So, you know, I admittedly was kind of busy with what we got going on, so I kind of missed the actual race for those guys. But I did talk to Corey West quite a bit over the weekend, and you know, he's been a guest on our show here as well. And you know, he had a pretty fun attitude about it, and at the same time, you know, he race 1, he had a bad tire, and you know, thing just didn't hook up like he wanted. And then the other race, he was ripping, and then the engine let go. So.
Yeah,
you know, obviously he didn't get the W there in the championship, but you know, 5 rounds is tough, right? Or 5 or 6 rounds. What'd you guys get?
Yeah, it was 5 rounds. Yeah, 10 races total, 5 rounds of it. Yeah, I mean, touching on what you said, I mean, he handled that like awesome. Like the way he handled that whole situation, like he basically had 2 essentially mechanicals, and he was like,
yeah,
you know, he was like,
oh well,
such a good sport.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, he's like, I was like, man, I don't know that I could. I mean, obviously, I've seen how I reacted after this weekend. I would be like ready to blow the place up or something like.
I mean, I heard a lot of stories.
Yeah. of me or other? Yeah.
Yes, about you.
Well,
in Park Ferme.
Yeah. So here's the thing, man. Like, Skip and all them came up with the name. I don't know if y'all have ever seen the dragon on my leathers and on my helmet and stuff like that. So I get it honest. I got that name honest. So
okay.
They nicknamed me that for my my sporadic
dragon.
Yeah.
The dragon. Godzilla, maybe. I don't know. Based on like, I mean, when we announced that you were going to be on. We announced that you were going to be on. I got a bunch of text messages and private messages on pretty much every platform, excited about talking to you because they saw this, that, and the other in Park Ferme. So,
I don't sugarcoat anything. I guess I'll say like what you see is what you get. With me,
yeah.
You know,
so
I think everybody around me knows that. So.
Yeah. So for those of you who haven't watched the races yet, I mean, race 2, there was a little bit of red flag, the restart, and there was a fellow stock 1,000 competitor on I don't know how many rows back or whatever, but he got a rather epic start.
Yeah, for the second time this year. So yeah, I mean. So the thing is like I think the situation is like for me is like it's the second time, and then it was a 5-second penalty, and it's like I don't feel like that justified the crime. Essentially, is what and so it kind of affected. I wasn't the only one that was animated about it, to be honest with you. I won't say any names, but
I know Trevor Watson was one of them.
Yeah, so the thing is like it's kind of like if you go back and watch it in slow-mo, you'll see me launch. So the first start, I killed it, man. Like that was my goal. Like I didn't sleep the whole night before. This is just how I operate. I didn't sleep. Like I literally raced the whole night, right? Like I woke up and I had like won the championship in in the sleep, whatever.
Oh.
I'm joking, but you get what I'm saying.
I was like, it wasn't wet, was it?
Nah, you get what I'm saying. I was, thinking through what I was gonna do, and I executed on the first start, and so I was pumped on that, and just went to go do it again, and it didn't pan
Yeah.
out that way. And that's racing. It is what it is. I mean,
Yeah.
but if you go back and look at it, I mean, it honestly scared the shit out of me, man, because I went to go launch and like somebody was chopping my front end, so it scared me. Oh, so then, I was kind of coming around going like, where's the black flag? Where's the black flag? And then it was like, didn't happen. And then we kind of got bottled up a little bit, and, Dion and those guys kind of got away. And so I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. It's racing. It's just,
Yeah.
I came off the track and I was not happy about it just because of, how it affected our races. And so,
Yeah.
I mean, we all
It
put
all
a lot of
comes
effort into this. We all put a lot of effort in this. We travel around the country, and, this is not how I make a living, obviously, but I do spend a lot of time and money and effort and load the wife and the kids up and, that sort of thing, and put a lot of effort into it. So, anyway, so that's, I don't hide my emotions when it comes to that stuff.
for sure.
But yeah, I mean, I think that, I mean, when you're getting a launch, 2 days before the race starts, I mean, I think it should be a different penalty than 5 seconds. So
That's definitely a ride through penalty for sure.
Yeah, I don't know what the rules there are, but I'm wondering if, sometimes it takes like somebody taking advantage of something to have a change made. So,
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? Maybe before the show, I should have reached out to Nicole Cox about this.
Yeah.
Or Chuck Axton to get commentary. But, it's this show, either. So.
Yeah.
I don't think she's a fan of Jason, as he's been saying.
Oh, no?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't think I'm a lot of people in the MotoAmerica paddock are a fan of me, honestly. It's like, I feel like I'm that, that one that want to throw the darts at or whatever, on the dartboard or whatever. I get fired up about stuff. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, if you say so, dude.
I mean, there's been some stuff that's happened that's, I'm like, all right, man, like, why y'all?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I did see some stuff out of you. You made a pretty healthy pass on Nolan Lampkin in race 2, and then Nolan bravely took it back from you.
Yeah, that was my fault, honestly. Like, I thought I went in there pretty hot, and I was like, all right, just block the line. And I was like, man, I'm coming in here pretty good. There's no way. And then he was there, and I was like, you dummy, like, you bonehead, like, you gave it up. So, and honestly, I didn't even realize we were battling for 4th. I mean, honestly, I thought we were like battling for like 7th, because I didn't realize the other 2 guys cleaned each other out. So
yeah.
Yeah, so and that was a bummer too. When I came off the track, I was even more mad once the guys told me, like, you would have been in 4th, and I was like, me and Dion's awesome rider. He's real clean, and I think he's a good dude. Me and him have some good battles, and me and him have been right there together. So, it would have been cool to have been up there, because I think that, maybe me, him, and Lampkin could have been battling for a 3rd place. That would have been, it just,
yeah.
It was like that perfect storm of,
like, how long did it take you after the shit happened off the start? How long did it take you to like switch back on? Because that'll tell you like how much that cost you,
Yeah, I mean I was all the way back. I think I was back probably 8th or 9th place. I mean, I was back away, so I had to make a couple passes. I had to get it,
Yeah.
I had to pass several guys before I even got to Lampkin, and then Lampkin was behind Durbin. He was kind of holding everybody up, and then he got around, and then, by that time the lead 4 were gone, and Dion kind of was a little bit back from them, and Dion about had that same gap on us. And so, I mean, it cost us just being there in general. I mean, it just, and then me and Lampkin kind of went back and forth, and I think me and him were kind of holding each other up after we got around. It just, I mean, it cost us that to be up there in that battle for sure. I mean, it just, it threw me off real bad right out of the gate, because I was like, what the hell just happened? So, I mean, like I said, I came around for 2 laps thinking there was going to be some kind of black flag or something to light. get out of the
So
way.
would you say it took you a whole lap to kind of like gather yourself up, you know?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it kind of threw me off for a minute because I was like, and yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's racing, it's part of it, but
Yeah.
it was just, I think it's just one of those things. My big thing was like, what keeps everybody else from doing it? What keeps me from just saying fuck it and just going when the light goes red? Just go and just send it, and then let it play off 5 seconds. Like, it's only 5 seconds, and that's even some of the chatter that was going on the wall that the guys were there like, well, it's only 5 seconds. Who cares? It's like,
yeah,
it's just,
you can get a 3-second head start on everybody else while they're waiting, and then you're just gone. And then they finally catch you, and you're in third place, and then the other guys are 5 seconds behind you, and you get fourth.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's just a crappy situation. They used to do a ride through penalty. I think when I first did the first couple of rounds, I actually did a jump start, and it was like it wasn't. I don't know that we can necessarily call that one a jump start. We'll call that one a 2-day start, but I launched, rolled the wheel, if they got the cameras and they'll catch you crossing the line or whatever before the light's completely out. So you get a little bit of advantage. They used to make you do a ride through. And so I think they changed it because of that, because it wasn't like worth the whole ride through for something like that.
Right.
So 5 seconds made sense. But I mean, if you're going to launch 2 days early, then, I think a ride through is justifiable. But
well, in the comments, everybody, I kind of agree with them. I mean, maybe they keep the 5-second penalty for the style of jump start that Jason talks about there, where it's like, you moved in the box, you might have creeped, I could see that. But what happened with Durban, maybe there's a false start rule where it's like you get the ride through on that one, because I mean, the dude made up a little time, and then it cost other people time too. And it's funny too, because like I've done that exact move, but it was as a joke. Like, I raced a Ninja 250 once at CVMA, and like when the 2-board went sideways, I took off. And I told my friends I was going to do it too. And it's like, dude, I go from dead last, and it was like 40 bike grid or something, and I was like top 5 going into one.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if I did that in the Superbike grid, man, they would absolutely lose their mind if I did that in the Superbike grid. Like, just Jason Waters, like I'm back here and and then I just launch up there, and I'm up there with there by the big dogs, and then you think they're gonna let me just keep rolling? I don't think that's
so. Durban, who do you think you are, Johnny Rock Page? Come on now. Just trying to get on TV. Come on, dude.
Yeah.
Well, I will say, rolling into Superbike, because that's definitely going to be a long conversation. We know, like in Super Sport, it's a split deal. So now the championship is pretty close to the last couple of rounds. So
I think Super Sport's great. The championship's going to go right down to the wire, I suspect.
Yeah.
I think it was good for PJ to get one. That dude's been chipping away, and that, I mean, anybody that watches that guy knows that PJ's been. He's like one of the hardest working dudes, and he kills himself when he does. You know what I mean? Like, he's really tough on himself. So I think it's pretty impressive. PJ was supposed to be on tonight with us, and for whatever reason, I think he had to go to Florida or something. I don't know. But we'll get him on. But
y'all had to go down to the D. The D
what?
person. Yeah, he's top level A, for your show, and then you had to go all the way down to D.
Yeah. So you were our second choice.
Big
I figured I was probably like fifth.
Yeah, you're
big group qualifying.
B group. Yeah. Totally.
But and
I'll take it.
In Superbike, man, like, I don't know, it was insane. But JD Beach getting on the podium.
Oh my God.
That's impressive.
I just love that guy, dude. Like, JD Beach is the people's champion in whatever class he's in. The best attitude. The dude is like a little Tasmanian devil. I don't know if you've ever seen JD up close. He's not just a little guy, dude. That guy, whatever he weighs, most of that's muscle. Like he is just Tasmania devil for sure. And
Yeah, he gets like you see him in the paddock. If I see him in the paddock, he's probably running. He's like running the track
yeah,
and all that stuff. Like
yeah.
he's
The CFE dudes were hilarious at the podium too, right? They were talking like Jesse Ventura at him and stuff. It's the best.
Yeah, and he went up
They were
there and
singing a song or something.
yeah, they all went in and grabbed him. It was pretty cool because I was watching the
Yeah.
feed and you see him like, ah, he went up there. It was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
But that was awesome to see. But as a result, like Cam blew that corner and
Yep.
he didn't know that JD was taking the outside line, which was a very so to wrap the whole thing up. It's like Josh was not all about the oil dry in the corner at the end of the straight.
Oh, we thought he was aura farming. So
He was just like,
yeah, he was aura farming.
You know, Jason saw it, and then I could see John Doan down there. They were giving, Heron was giving him an earful at the thing, and then the guy's like, "What are you talking about?" or whatever, and then, it was just interesting that where Josh's his just the switch happened, and then he struggled, and then what happened in race 2 when he got collected with Will Posse, back there. And it wasn't because he was lapping him. It was because he got stuck back there because he tried to get around Bob and bonehead move. And
Bryson, I saw the incident with in the stock 1,000 race with Bryce and Ashton, right? I mean, it's like two dudes going after the same inch, not wanting to give up an inch, and for the most part, I'd say that's pretty much the same for Bob and Josh, right? I mean, what are you going to do? You could like or not like what happened, but, I was just stoked that, Bob was able to get back on the bike and get going. So,
yeah, he's
like get back. Like I think he was down at 7th or 8th or something after that incident. Didn't end up on the ground. So that's cool. And, Bob has been on fire the last few rounds and, watching him progress and seeing that look on his face, that he wants to give everybody the Stockton slap. I think it's great, dude. So, I think the bigger thing, honestly, besides from the heroic 3rd place from Bob after getting punted on the first lap, is Jake Gagne, dude. Like Jake Gagne getting back on the box, man, that was huge. So,
yeah, and I think with Bob being, on a 5 race win streak, Josh felt like he had to switch the momentum and try to get one back on him when he was struggling all weekend.
Right.
And, he overrode trying to assert his dominance and trying to get in front of Bob. And that it went completely sideways for him, which is, we're going to Coda. That bike does really well at Coda, and the track bike does really well at Coda. So it's
Josh goes really good at Coda on whatever he's riding, right? Like, didn't he win on a Suzuki there? Like, the dude, he's a ripper, man. And when he's on, Yeah. And I don't know what's been going on with him lately. The last couple of rounds, like he doesn't really put in a lot of laps in practice and stuff, and then. Qualifying sometimes it's up and down. He'll get the one flyer in there. But I was talking to Ken Hill about something else, but it's a similar kind of thing, right? I mean, it was truthfully, it's more about Bobes. But, when you get the one flyer lap but you don't really get a whole lot of reps in practice, that may be a reason to account for the going backwards towards the end of the race, when the tires go off and they're not working because the setup, maybe, I don't know, but they found something. Heron was ripping in race 2. It just, shit happens.
Yeah.
So,
well, we were out there, so that the oil on the track happened right in front of me, so I kind of had an idea where it all was, and Heron kind of waving around about it. I feel like was a little bit justifiable because there was oil in places that they didn't even put oil dry down. Like, because I was behind Bryce, I actually kind of pointed at his bike and I was like, you're putting oil down, and he pulled off after, obviously the two guys went down, but
One
I
of
was
them was
following
Leon.
him. Yeah, right. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I followed him around. I was behind him after that happened, and so he was kind of trying to figure out what was going on, and he traveled a long ways around that track that they didn't put oil dry down. So like, I think if you go back and look at that race, you'll see Heron like lose his wheel, his rear wheel. There was definitely oil where he was at. I watched it go down on the track.
Yeah.
So I think he had a valid concern, but everybody had to ride the same track.
Right.
So.
See, that's the thing, when that's been the decision made and they go and, it's professional series, however it is, it's shitty for everyone. It's equally shitty for all participants. I'm sure MotoAmerica didn't want to have oil on their racetrack.
Right.
I mean, they spent quite a bit of time cleaning up and stuff, and,
they
in the hurry, they must have missed some. And, I don't remember seeing anybody else fall down there. In that race,
I think everybody we were splitting it. So if you
were going inside of it or outside of it, right?
Yeah. So I was going to the outside of it, and some of the guys were going to the inside of it. So as long as you go through it, you're okay. And it wasn't as bad in some of the other areas. They did put it down in some areas, but so I mean, I think they did a good job for the time they had. So I think that and maybe that threw him off for the next day. I don't know. He felt like he lost a lot of ground there and had to make it all up in that one day,
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, because he finished back. Yeah. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So he was in like 8th or something like that.
So, I think the championship's looking good though, right? Them guys, I think.
Oh, dude, I think Bob's up a little bit. With 15 or 16, I don't know, something like that.
It's like 10 to 14 points, yeah. So it's tight.
But I mean, he was down 5 going in, and a couple of rounds ago, it looked like it was going to be the Heron runaway, and it turned out we're in the hunt again. So it's. I mean, Obes is right there too, and holy shit, we got the serial killer himself, Nolan Lampkin, in the chat now.
Oh yeah,
welcome to the circus, Nolan. We are talking about the oil right now, Nolan. So yeah. Tell us in the chat what you think of the oil on the track in Superbike Race 1. But yeah, so that's I don't know. That's what we saw. Sounds like that's what you saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the whole thing with getting in with Will Posse, that was another major deal.
Yeah, what happened there, man? I mean, I've heard a bunch of stuff. I didn't actually see on TV. You didn't really see either. You see kind of him rolling in and then rolling up like right before the left, but then the next thing you know,
they're right. So I didn't see.
They crashed on the right. So
yeah, that makes sense to me.
I got a little bit of a story from a common friend we know, and he stated that Josh did not make the pass going into the left-hander. So Will turned in, and then Josh, when they flipped it right, Josh went on the outside and clipped around the outside of Will. And then they collected and went.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
He tried to cut back over to the right and collected Will.
Yeah, I mean, the reality is, a guy of that dude's caliber had no business being back there. I mean, I don't know what happened.
Well, that's yeah. I mean,
I know why, because he'd take over after the one thing, but I mean, he finds himself back there and racing against people he's probably never raced against, seen on track, and he's trying to make those decisions. But it's a timing thing.
It's like, I know you're pissed being back there.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be back there, but you're back there, and you are not used to racing around these guys, and you kind of have to put that into your brain and, be a little bit tentative around certain sections of the track, because you got to stay upright, and you don't want to get collected or collect somebody out. And Will had black all the way down the side of his bike and leathers. So just
I mean, just like hanging on. You saw the pictures of Bob's suit after the race, right?
Yeah.
Like I made sure to post those. Of course. Yeah, like Bobby's suit, like down the leg and all the way to the knee, like basically his whole hip all the way down to his knee had tire marks all over. And there was a pretty healthy dent in the brand new Acro can on the bike too. So there was some pretty healthy full contact racing. That's, right?
Rubbin's racing.
Waters is down for that, right? Full contact racing.
I'm not shy. I'll get in there and throw some elbows. That comes from the motocross stuff, man. Like,
right.
I got it done to me at VIR. I got shown the way and was told, "Welcome to the Stock 1000 class." So
it's just it's basically I think most of these incidents on track, a lot of the fans you see, they're hating on them, and I have my personal thoughts on But at the same time, you know what? I always say this. It's like, dude, it's two lunatics going for the same inch, period. There's nothing malicious. There's nobody out there purposely knocking dudes down. Or at least I'd hope that's not the case.
No, that's not the case. It's just making a move that you're not wholeheartedly sure that you're going to make. You're just going to throw it in there and...
I'm looking in the chat, and Gabe De Silva's in there talking smack. It's great. And also, Nolan, Nolan said some stuff about the slick stuff. He said he was sliding around like crazy. Maybe because he was behind it instead of in front, in front. And then he thought Waters was also saying the track was still slick when we came back for the quick start.
I was trying to say that too. I think we all were a little bit, but
Yeah. So De Silva kind of backs up what you're saying about the posse incident. And then he also, De Silva later in the chat, confirms that Waters throws elbows. But it's all clean and fun. I love that we have participants in the chat. That's great.
He some block passes on
racer lunatics in the chat.
Where were those block passes at?
He gave me some at MotoAmerica, and he come over to me afterwards. He's like, "I thought you were a nice guy," and I'm like, "I am until you throw the motocross block passes on me, then I'll give them back to you." So, it's all good. Me and Gabriel awesome. Good. It's funny. It was a good time. Me and him have bounced off each other, and long as we don't go down, I think we're doing what we're supposed to do.
Yeah. So the other class that was out there was the baggers.
And Epoxy Gate.
Epoxy Gate. Dude, there's always something, right? Didn't one of the Harleys get DQ'd at Road America?
Dude, them guys got their rule book. Like, dude, they go to sleep with it at night. They're ready.
I mean, those bikes aren't technically built to do what they're doing on those things. I mean, they got the space shuttle gold on the swing arm over at the Indian pit, and those guys are. I mean, I think a number I heard was $350,000. For those bikes.
Yeah, I was gonna say them guys are throwing big money at those things, so I'm sure they're sleeping on the rule book.
If the racer if they're like factory, what do they call it? Their factory edition racer production bike was like over $100,000, $130,000.
Right.
Like, that's not even half the stuff that's on the regular race bike. So, geez, man.
Yeah, them things are insane. The swing arms on them things are insane. I was like, them
right.
Them things are crazy.
See you, Nolan.
Yeah, Nolan, I know it's past his bedtime. He's got to go wrestle a bear to train in the morning, probably. So, man. He's got to make his what do they call that? When the dude writes down a bunch of names, he's got to cross off. Like the hit list. Like that's Nolan.
funny.
That dude, he's got like that dude has like sociopath written all over his face when he talks. I'm like, dude, like he seems like such a nice guy, but at the same time, he's like the Bond villain, right?
Yeah, right.
I don't know.
He was fired up about the same thing I was fired up about.
I
He was
bet.
probably just as well animated about it as I was, honestly. So I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of things. We have a code for MotoAmerica Live Plus to give away.
Yep.
So I think we should pick a name out of the chat for that. What do you think, Bob?
I think Sonny Kim being the new person.
So Sonny Kim, hit us up so we could send you a code, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a code for Live Plus. MotoAmerica is cool enough to give me some of those to give away here on the show. So there you go, Sonny Kim.
Yep. Send an email or hit up Dustin.
Email me, yeah, or yeah. Hit me up however you find us, and pretty public. You can figure it out. Dustin at TrackDaz.com. Easy.
Figure it out, and you get the subscription. That's awesome.
Right. Oh, look at that! I see G in the chat too, man. Like that dude. He used to have a really nice R1. That was the R1 that was broken in a gazillion pieces on display before that restart.
Oh.
In the Stock 1000 race. Ooh. Dude, that guy, he came out, man. He was kind of like, I was walking around doing my camera guy thing, and
seeking Yamahas.
They're like, what'd you say?
He's Yamaha seeking.
Yeah, he's that guy. Yeah. So he's walking around. They talk to me, and I was like, oh yeah. And they're like, give me one of those Richard maps. I'm like, dude, first of all, that's not happening. Second of all, a Richard map won't work on your bike because you don't got Pirelli, dude.
Yeah.
Whoa. And you're not Jake Gagne or Bobby Vaughn. So, I took a look at his electronics, and the guy, dude, he was giving himself a bunch of torque. Like he had the right idea. He was taking away power in the lower gears, but he had a lot of torque. And I was like, I just asked him, I was like, hey, dude, is your bike trying to tie itself up into knots at the car exit? He's like, yeah. So, I kind of advise him to reduce the torque there, and pulled up page 22 on the manual. He got real familiar with that. And then, I don't know what happened on Sunday, but I guess he, I don't know. I guess he had
your map highlighted him.
Oh yeah. I didn't change the map. First of all. Yeah, it's totally my fault. Yeah, I don't know what he did, but
you need more torque right here. You need more torque.
Yeah, maybe he should have taken more torque away right there, right?
Use first gear and all the torque.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, it was pretty cool talking to some people, walking around, and I got to talk about the turnout of the place too. It looked like a pretty crowded paddock and the surrounding area, the campsites. There was this dude, like he had a Buc-ee's inflatable doll. One of the days, because Trevor Watson posted a photo of it, but the guy had a thing talking about how the reason why heron eats bananas. So that was kind of fun. And then when I went through there, he had a sign on there about parking trailers. So he's like, yeah, we'll help you park your trailer if for $15 or whatever. And then we'll park it for you for 20. But you know what? For 25, we'll park it for you and tell your wife that you did it.
Jason,
so funny.
Did you go to Vintage Fest or the
yeah.
So what do you think the comparison to the weekends were?
The Vintage Fest, dude, like it's like insane. There's like so many people there. It's like literally like taking like bike week and packing all those people at that track all at once. It's pretty insane. It's pretty cool. Like I think everybody should do it just to do it. Like it's pretty cool. Like I mean, I've seen some motocross friends there are like, oh, like you're here, like you're road racing. I was like, yeah. They're like,
oh, that's awesome.
Racing. It's like
that's awesome.
Pretty cool. Yeah, it's cool. That's a cool event for sure. I was surprised at how many people was there that weren't at the MotoAmerica stuff.
Yeah,
right.
That's interesting. Yeah, I
A
was
lot
curious.
of it's motocross stuff too, though, right? So
Oh, yeah.
half of it's motocross, so I think that contributes to it. But yeah, I mean, it's. I mean, I think the paddock's getting pretty packed out at most rounds.
Yeah.
I think it's been. I mean, I feel like when we look around, there seems to be a lot of people for the most part, and it's been
Dude.
getting better.
The fan walked this weekend too, right? Like when they let everybody out on hot pit lane to do the autograph stuff. I mean, dude, it was like a lot of people. I mean, it wasn't quite Road America. Let's just clarify that. Road America still has the title, I think, but it was healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I agree
where
with
are you
Sean.
riding next, Jason?
Coda.
So you're not racing or riding or anything till Coda?
I don't know. I think after this season, I might want to see a motorcycle for a little bit. Honestly,
Oh my
they
goodness.
asked me a guy that I know does the N2 stuff. He's like, hey, we're doing N2 Monday. If you want to stay back and ride, you can come ride with us. And I was like,
I'm
man,
good.
I really appreciate it. Like, sorry, but hell no. Like,
I'm going. I rode 6 races. I'm going home.
Yeah. I'm
Oh
going
my
home,
God.
So yeah. So yep. So
how about you, Bob?
Getting close. Fired up the motorcycle Sunday. So just got a couple
Did
things.
you get on it and make vroom vroom noises too?
No.
No.
I got a couple things I gotta iron out on the dash. I'm not getting any data, so that's kind of awkward. So, so I got to bring it to Goat and figure it out. But yeah, that's just waiting to go to my track day. That's about it. But I agree with Sean. You should come to Barber Vintage Fest next year. You got to put on. I should be, if we get this bike running fine, and I'll be able to make the armor round so I can go qualify for Vintage Fest and go race at it. So you should go.
Well, I'm taking off in a couple of days to join my buddies for the annual Coda Boys trip. So I'm gonna spend this weekend dicking around on a stock R1 at Coda. So that should be a good time because mine's all apart still at the shop.
Yeah.
And then next weekend is Laguna.
Uncorked.
So, track day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's always something, man. So
Dustin puts on an uncorked track day, so he gets the high decibel rating.
Yeah, it's 103 decibels, I think. So the new management there is super receptive to motorbikes versus the previous management. That anytime you asked them for anything above a 92 day, the answer was always no by Judy Varley. But the new people, they're like, oh, you want more sound? Cool. Just pay us this much more.
They're like, there's a price for everything. How many decimals would you like?
No, I tried to get 105 and 105 days were all taken. So I scored a 103. So I don't really want to go any lower than that because then you can't.
Yeah.
Is it like based on the time of the year it is and stuff, or what? How's it?
No, I don't know. I don't know how it goes.
Based on how that dude's feeling at John calls him the Highway Coalition dude.
Oh, the Highway 68 Coalition, which is one dude.
Yeah.
Love to do a donut in that guy, burnout like on that guy's driveway or something. Make a big old happy face. That'd be fun.
Oh man.
But yeah, I see in the chat Summers is asking if I paid for camping there, dude. People can pay for camping outside the gate for like $50 or something, but if I pay for camping on the paddock at Laguna, it costs me thousands. So no, I don't do it. We could do the track, man. Like you can take care of your accommodations. This is not Button Willow, so what are you gonna do?
Sorry.
Yeah, that's this in a nutshell. You gotta love my Ride Free Kyle Wyman shirt, right?
Yeah,
dude. I guess that's the Willie G thing over there, and they gave Kyle permission to change the E's to 33s. So pretty cool.
Yeah.
He hooked me up with a little bro deal on the shirt, so I thought it was only appropriate to wear it on the show.
Yeah,
Is
man.
he leading the championship? Is he leading the championship for
Yep.
the Tiger
Yeah.
stuff now?
Yep.
He's gonna most likely if Troy got DQ'd, then he's got a pretty big sizable lead.
Right.
So,
But it's the same, right? Every other year,
yep,
it's Indian, and the next year it's Harley, and then it's Indian again. The one guy gets DQ'd, and then the next round, the other guy gets DQ'd.
Yep.
Again, they're just going. It's racing, so it's great. I think it's great. So anyway, that's what's going on. I think we're a little over an hour. Bob's looking tired and past his bedtime.
Yeah.
You wanna end this thing? You wanna sign this thing off? You wanna give Jason?
Man, everybody, mash all the buttons. Thank you, Jason, so much for joining us. Really appreciate it. I know you guys had a long drive home and all that stuff. So again,
thanks for the invite. I appreciate it. Thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Come on here and wine.
Come on here and wine.
Yeah.
Drink wine or whatever.
That's Kirk.
Oh, well, there's that. Kirk does that. He didn't bring any wine, man. I was like, dude, you got wine for the wife, right? He's like, no, I didn't bring a batch for you this time. I'm like, oh.
No, he's
hate that. Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember what he said he's brewing a fresh batch, so it's gonna be until he gets it.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll have to get Jason some of Kirk's wine. It's pretty.
Jason, I guess I'll catch you next month at Coda.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
And we'll be there. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching this thing. And like Ricky Bobby said, mash all the buttons, like, subscribe, share, comment. Let us know in the comments too after we end this thing what you think about the old super duper jump start.
Yep.
Procedure. Not just a regular wiggle in the box jump start, but like the extra.
The extra
2-day
jump start.
2-day jump start. I think that's a t-shirt, right?
Yep. Oh,
There
yeah.
I should hit up Medema. Medema owes me some shirts anyway.
Yeah, I know. We need to get something.
All right.
All right, everybody. See you.
See ya.